So today we're going to talk about how a light bulb works by looking at a light bulb that I've cut the glass off of. And by looking at the different pieces of the light bulb, we'll be able to see how electricity flows through it and therefore how it would then glow. So main parts of the light bulb. The bottom or tip is made up of metal. This side here we call the threaded section. It's what you would screw into a light bulb holder. In between those two, we have this plastic insulated ring, and it's going to prevent electricity going directly from the tip to the side. So there's no path just going right along where my pencil is. We have two support beams made up of metal. And we have a filament made up of a special metal called tungsten. And this is what took Thomas Edison so long to figure out when he was making the first light bulbs, is he had to figure out a material that would conduct electricity and glow as electricity flowed through it, but not get so hot that the metal would melt. And there's a famous quote that says that he now knows 999 different ways not to make a light bulb, because supposedly it took him that many different options to try through before he was able to figure out to use tungsten for the filament. Okay, so let's look to see where these metal supports go, because it's going to be pretty important to know where those metal supports go, because we basically need the electricity to flow up one metal support across the filament and down and out the other support. Since metal is the conducting part of the light bulb, let's look at the path that electricity must flow through in order to conduct electricity through the filament. We look inside the light bulb, we should be able to see where those posts connect. All right, so you can see the filament pretty clearly here. And you can see these metal supports. One of these metal supports goes all the way to the bottom. And the other metal support, this one here, it connects to the side, to this threaded section right here. There, you can see it in the image. It's a little bit shiny. It looks almost a little red in the camera. But there is right here. And then it comes out to the side, to the threaded sections. There we go. All right. So you can see with the image that's on the screen right now that right here, this post that's holding up the filament flows through this piece of glass and then it connects. You can see with the image here that this post is going all the way through to the bottom. It's going to the very tip of the light bulb, where the other one, if I rotate it, curves. Do you see it going over to this side here? Right there. Do you see it attaching to the side? So based on what we have figured out so far, electricity must go in through the tip, up the metal support that is attached to the tip, across the filament, down the other support, and then out through the side, through the threaded section. But light bulbs are not directional devices. So it either can start from the tip, up across the filament, down and out through the side, or it could go the opposite direction. We could start on the side, go up through this post, cross the filament, and then down to where it connects to the tip. This insulated ring is really important because it's the only way you can force the electricity to go across the filament is to only have that one path. Electricity is a little lazy. It's going to take the path of least resistance is how we describe it. So that means that if it could avoid going through this filament that's really pretty narrow and difficult to pass through, electricity will choose to go around it if it can and not go through that path that has a lot of resistance. So if there was metal connecting here, that's the path that the electricity would prefer to take rather than up through the filament and then out through the side. I hope that helps. If this video helped you to understand how light bulbs work, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see more videos that will help you learn material.